Hey, everybody. It's me, not Dr. Nick. But I'm Steve, Lapsed comic fan. Come on, man. Hey, everybody. That's Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. Remember whenever they got the frozen? Hey, frozen body. Like, yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm Steve, Lapsed comic fan, and this is the last panel. As with me, as always, is our awesome panel that we have. Minus one person today. He could not make it. But before we do anything, if you would like to stay up to date with all of our stuff, you can hit the subscribe button and post notifications and all that stuff. And yeah, you can stay up to date with us and catch all of our stuff. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Doc. That's good. I'm also Bob got it. Bob got it. See? But I'm also dealing with manic depressive room area here. So it's I'm not doing so hot here. So but anyway, we're going to talk about Stephen King. Stephen King, dude. One of the most divisive movie adaptation people ever, probably. Like, he's got some like really good things that have been adapted, and then he has some really bad things that are adapted. And there's two different groups of people. There's people that like the really bad stuff, that they think it's fucking hilarious, and I am one of those people. I think Stephen King bad stuff is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then there's like really good movies that have been adapted where, and that's cool too. And there he's got you'd be surprised how many things were Stephen King when you go through his adaptation lists. There's so many things. It's just crazy. But panel, as always, mine is Grey Poupée today. Warren, to my right, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Just keeping busy, trying to get all the comic stuff off the ground and working on my health stuff. And yeah, things are going good.
Warren's had a long week when he does this.
Yeah, it's been a long
He's like
week.
trying to wipe everything off, like the dredge of the week. And below him is Charles. Charles Willis-Greedia, how you doing?
Hi.
How's your week been, buddy?
No notes.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. You did no notes on the week. That's better than having notes. It
needs work, but nothing I can do about it. So
yeah. I have been there. I have
out
been there.
Out of my hands. Is that better?
There you go. Out of my hands. There you go. To his left is Bob Lobis Mavius. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Finally, I'm no longer working on the weekend, so that's great. Finally got to enjoy a weekend. And so I've been smiling all week long because I actually feel relaxed. So that's a good thing. You can only work 7 days a week for so long before it finally catches up with you.
Yes, I know that feeling. I do it every year. I do it every year from like May till the end of August. It sucks. I got 10 more days, and then my schedule will be 7 days a week. It's awful, man. It's awful. But, hey, money's money, and they give me a lot of it. So just back the Brinks truck up, and I'll be cool.
That's kind of why I was doing it, was because of the money.
Exactly.
Once I paid off the stuff I wanted to pay off, it was like, all right, that's it. I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, usually
money is what makes all of it, like,
yes,
why people do it. Like, there's not many McDonald's enthusiasts that are
no
making fries over there.
No, don't
I'm just
get
in
me
it for
wrong.
the love of the game, man.
Don't get me wrong. Like, you never know. Like, it depends on what your job is, though.
Right.
Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that like their job, but there's probably like 99% of the people that dislike their job. So you're right. They're not in it for the love of the fry game. It's just not. It's not a thing. So, Stephen King. Okay. So, as we always do before we start our list off, like, how did you guys get acquainted with Stephen King? Was it through movies? Was it through books? Was it Richard Bachman? How did that happen for you guys? Because it was late for me, way late. Because I was not allowed to, like, by the time I got of age to where that was a thing that I could start knowing of, I was not allowed to read or watch anything Stephen King. So like I would catch stuff like on Fox, like on Sundays, like after we got home from church, like I would catch things, and then like the made-for-TV series I would watch because I'd be down in my room and I got like 4 channels, like I had this system of hangers and foil that like went up to the window so I could get reception. And that's how I found out about Stephen King. Like, and people in school talking about him, stuff like that. But Warren, how did you get acquainted with cocaine addict Stephen King?
A lot of the same way to the TV movies. I think my first Stephen King property that I know of, like I could have been other ones, but it was the It TV movie with Tim Curry. I believe that's the first one that I remember. I know there were others, Langoliers, and I remember seeing, I think they even put The Shining on cable television all cut up and edited. But then I didn't know much about him as the writer because I had no access to his books. No one in my family read his books. They weren't at the library. I found out why later. But yeah, so I just was from the TV movies and stuff. And then I remember because he would always be like from the twisted mind of Stephen King. And then later on we started watching his movies and stuff like that. And I remember I think one of those first films I watched that was like movie was Carrie, if I remember correctly, but I'm not 100% sure. Was Christine one of those too? The Bel Air that was killing her. Yeah, I remember Christine also. So yeah.
Yeah, Charles. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Charles, same question.
Yeah. My mom was young when she had me, so all of her siblings were kind of like older brothers with benefits to me. Like her younger siblings were like a bridge age. She had me when she was 18. So and she was the oldest.
Benefits. I'm just making fun of.
So like they were my uncles and aunts, but it was really more like older siblings. So my uncles really liked, slasher stuff like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street and things like that. And I looked up to them and would preach whatever they were interested in. But my mom and her sister were big time Stephen King fans. So they were always talking about this legend of Stephen King and The Shining, Salem's Lot. Oh my good. Like it was this thing that like I didn't hang out with the girls in the family. So I just heard of this legend, but I was always watching like mainstream trash with my my uncles. But I think there was the first time like I was introduced to Stephen King was Maximum Overdrive was on like cable or something.
I love that movie.
The glorious Maximum Overdrive.
As a child, it's scary. The idea of a bunch of cars and things just doing whatever the hell they want. It was horrifying as a child, but the more I watched it as a teenager, grown up, all that, I was like, this is kind of dog shit.
It's dog shit in the best way though.
Yeah, sure. Honey, this machine called me an asshole. Perhaps delivered by Stephen King.
Get to the gas pumps.
Yeah, it was weird that like that was my introduction. Like I was like, Mom, are you crazy? Because this isn't the legend that you're talking about. Like when I was a kid, I was always hearing about these like The Exorcist, The Shine, like all of these movies that like, ooh, too scary for you. You don't want to handle that. And then my first experience is Maximum Overdrive. I'm like, listen, I might be 10, but this is mid. But yeah. Eventually I ended up seeing all of his other stuff.
Yeah. And like I said, my list is gonna be very different because I love the terrible Stephen King stuff. It's like 2 separate lists, but it's that's what's cool about it. Like there's so much stuff out there. He writes so much stuff. So much. And go ahead, Bob, and then I'll tell my little story there.
Well, for me, like Warren, it was the It miniseries or drama series that they had on television. That was my first introduction, and I hated clowns as it was. So, I mean, it was during a time. Well, it was 1990s, so I had to have been 9 or 10, the first time I saw it. And of course, I caught some of his other movies on television, when they would show up like Misery or The Running Man or some of these others, and then eventually, as I got older, went back and watched some of them. And I was the same way as far as I didn't realize how many adaptations he had out there until I started going through a list of this. And I was like, God, I haven't seen half of these here. So,
so many.
So yeah, there are quite a few out there.
Yeah. So like I said, I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was younger, but when I moved out on my own, and the woman who married my brother, I was friends with her beforehand, before they had gotten together. She was a huge Stephen King fan, still is to this day. She read a lot of the books and stuff like that, and she showed me like Misery, Stand By Me, like a bunch of, those type of things. But she also wasn't one of those jaded fans that was like, everything he does is great. She's like, you got to watch this. And it was Children of the Corn. And I was like, oh my God, this Isaac kid, who was actually 25 whenever he made it, is phenomenal. He is like Eric Cartman, and like he has like the Ralph Macchio syndrome, but didn't grow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this kid is phenomenal, and it is hilarious. It's one of those things. So she got me into like those type of Stephen King movies. And I would say, like, for me, the one that I'd say, like, it's one of those movies that it's like Forrest Gump. I'll watch it any point in time if I see it on, is Shawshank Redemption. Because, like, who hasn't seen that? And it was like a terrible, it didn't do well at the box office.
No.
Did not do well. And then people started watching it, like when DVD and video came out, and like they started, adding to their collections, because that was a big thing when DVD came out. It was like you could have the movie quality experience at home, and you could have a massive collection of movies, a library of movies. And it became super popular after that. And that's kind of where my experience goes in together. So, yeah, it's pretty wild. But so Gray sent me a list. So there's this. We're gonna look at his list real quick, and so this is it. You ready?
Oh God.
What?
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah. He says, I really wanted to scoff at your choices and explain mine. Here is my top 10 though. Gray's top 10 Stephen King adaptations. What?
Starting with 10?
But which one's the best? Does it go from here's the worst to the best, or is this the worst to the best?
But wait,
I don't understand any of this.
It's listed numbers 10 to 19.
So it's 10-1 and then 19-10?
I hope so, because this is the biggest bait and switch I've ever seen.
Well, and I listen, I copied the message straight from Discord, right? I just took a screen grab. After that, I wrote, hey, is this like your actual top 10? Because it's 10 through 19. So I don't quite know what is happening here.
Also, number 12 is 2 films.
I guess
1987 is The Running Man, and 2025 is The Running Man are kind of different.
They're very different. They're very different. Bob actually got me to see the new one. No, he actually got me to see the new one with his review. So I did, and yeah, totally different. I agree with Bob in his assessments. There was some cool stuff in it, but not really.
Did Gray interpret it to be the most loyal adaptation and not the best? I don't know. Because I don't see something. Yeah, he puts 1980 film for The Shining, and that's like notoriously takes liberties.
Takes a lot of liberties.
But that could also be, that's a lot of people's favorites, though. Just because King didn't like it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Gray, for crop dusting this giant question mark.
So that right there, and this is the reason why I put the this in here. This should have just said Gray. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's us looking at his list.
The top 10 Stephen King movies. He actually had a full TV series on there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, I had you could the movie TV movies, but it don't matter. Who cares?
Yeah, but it
Hey,
wasn't a
imagine-
TV movie. It was a TV series.
Oh, that's
that he
true.
had
The
on
TV series. Okay, that's different. Yeah, right. You're right. You're right.
Gray is the reason that like terms and conditions exist, because like, well, what about if this happens?
That's very true. That's very true. Like the made for TV series movies that are like 4 parts, I counted those, but that was an
Yeah,
actual
count those.
TV show. You're right. You're right. Okay. So yeah, that's a little bit weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. I tried to get it at him, but he didn't message me back. So
We have to set up legislature just to get the rules in order.
start writing like the laws and this is what counts. This is what doesn't count. It's gonna be like 5 paragraphs. Because he's gonna come back with like, well, Jackie Brown, it did have a book that was on a record player.
I found a back
0.7
door
seconds.
in paragraph 3, sentence 4. So I
Yeah.
actually, due to your not including this, I'm going to use my
Because everything changed after the Schwarzenegger movies. When Arnold Schwarzenegger movie counts as him standing in underwear for 3 seconds, I don't know what to do.
And he's like,
I don't
it's a
know what to
really
say to
good
that.
film. A very good Arnold.
It's a really good film, but yeah, it's a very good Arnold film. Fine, whatever. So yeah, so that's what he sent me. I just wanted to show that just because he said this is my list. So all right, I'll start it off. We'll go me, Warren, Charles, Bob. We'll just keep going around that way. That's
Sounds
cool.
good.
All right. So my number 10 is actually the Langoliers. It is so bad. It is.
But what's
so
your number
bad.
19 though?
Oh, I'm sorry. My number 19 / number 11, 12, whatever is Langoliers. So it is so awful, but Bronson Pinchot is probably one of the funniest things just right from the beginning, right from whenever they get on the plane and the little girl, the blind girl, is like, oh, where is everybody? And the pilot comes walking from the front section. The pilot, who's actually off duty, he's riding the plane as a passenger, but he's still wearing his pilot uniform. He walks by like rows of no people, right? And goes up to her and goes, wait, what are you talking? Where is everybody? And then Bronson Pinchot comes out and he's like, well, somebody shut that brat up. I have a meeting at 9 a.m. That's what's important. Hey, where is everybody? Everything he does, everything. Valky Bartakamos makes that movie for me, and it's fucking awful. It's atrocious. But I don't know if you guys, might not remember, but in the 90s, that was huge. That series, that 4-part or whatever, how many ever parts it was gigantic. It was huge on TV. And then the ending happened. And then people were very upset. But I remember watching it actually with my now sister-in-law. We were watching it when it was on television. And we were like, this is pretty wild. Oh man, this is pretty insane. And we thought how's it going to end? How's it get? And then, yeah, meatballs with teeth come and eat stuff. So
it was a cool concept. The whole, because if you follow like that whole conspiracy theory stuff about planes flying into a cloud and then they're back in World War II or something like that. But it's to think that you just get displaced out of reality a little bit. It's dealing with kind of cool science, but
right.
Yeah, it was very horrible execution.
and the reason why I say you might not remember, it's not that you guys weren't alive in the 90s. It was just that I was a little bit older, so I knew remember the big TV hit of the summer, that shit.
I remember.
And it was a really big deal, and then when it ended, people were just very upset with that. But Langoliers is my number 10 because I could watch it today and just laugh my ass off at it. But Warren,
my number 10 is another
19, number 10.
My number 19, number 10 is another ridiculous TV like couple parter, which was the original It with Tim Curry. It was my first time seeing Stephen King. I love Tim Curry, and he had a lot of fun playing that role. I was very disappointed when I read the book and found the changes they made. But it was.
Well, do we really want like the big thing to be in there?
No. That's why I don't read any more Stephen King books, is because I was like, oh wow, this brings the power of friendship to a whole new level. But Tim Curry, he was chewing it up. You compared to the new kid played much more demon than clown, and Tim Curry was like more clown than demon, and still a level creepy when you're a kid. He was kind of creepy, so it was all around fun.
Well, when you do this a lot, that's very scary. That's really, really scary when you have sharp, pointy teeth.
Yeah,
and balloons. I mean, balloons. Balloons are scary. Everyone, they are terrifying.
Oh, and the spider at the end looked
when you open up a refrigerator and you think there's food and drink, but balloons come out. Unbelievably crazy amounts of balloons. Terrifying. Horrifying.
Very
Charles.
Number 10 for me is Misery. I didn't realize how much I appreciate this movie until I've seen a handful of movies that just kind of do the same thing, but worse.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I recently rewatched Misery, and I was like, it's a little dated by these types of movies standards, but it's still better than something I just saw that came out last year that does the same premise except with modern trinkets involved. But Rob Reiner twice in the 80s did some quite good work adapting Stephen King. So I would still, if you're looking for like a fan, what is it, Play Misty for me? I think either one of those, if you're looking for like an obsessed fan type thing, either Play Misty for me or Misery is probably the best way to go, even though they're old. Sure. All right, I'll take that too. They're better than anything recent, which I hate to be that guy, but
and there's some really iconic shots in that movie. There's some really, really iconic shots. The her standing over the bed with the lightning, the sledgehammer scene. There's so many iconic, scenes in that movie.
The fact that her dialogue is like cock-a-doodle, it's like she won't curse, but she'll take a sledgehammer to your ankles. Like your values are mixed up there, lady.
Well, at one moment she's like amazed and all this like nice Susie homemaker, and then the next scene they're like freaking fighting, and he just bites the shit out of her. Like there's a lot of really, really good stuff, and that might appear later on in Bob.
For my number 10, I also have It 1990. There's still a fondness for this and Tim Curry's performance because, like you said, he's hamming it up. He's having a good time with it, and he's Tim Curry. He's cool. So almost everything that he does, he's gonna bring it to whatever role he's in. So
it's very true.
So I still got a fondness for this, and to be honest, I would have had it higher up my list if it hadn't have been for Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry actually made the It reboot, both chapter 1 and 2, better films for me, much in the way that the Penguin made the Batman a better film for me. Yeah, so like I enjoyed it, those two, so much more than that. So so by me saying this, I'm saying both of those are going to be up on my list, but the original It would have been above them had I not seen Welcome to Derry. Once I saw Welcome to Derry, that made those better films for me. But I still have a fondness for the original one.
The Welcome to Derry, because my wife watched that, and it at least it made the other movies like you could take certain parts seriously, like the weirdness. You know what I mean? Like there's some really like off-putting stuff that's not just like supposed to be scary. It's just odd. and it's odd choices that they make, and you're just kind of like, because I watched the first one, I didn't watch the second one, and the only reason why is because of like the odd choices that were in the movie, and I was just like, okay, like at least the first It with Tim Curry, there's the bad for me parts of Stephen King that I just find hilarious, you know, and the actors in it are just kind of funny, you know, but I think the original one suffered from the kids not being in it nearly as much, where the other one, it was good that the kids were in it more, like, so you got a lot more of the background there. So, but yeah, that's a good one to pick, I think.
And just kind of a side note,
So
you were talking about the balloons.
Yes.
Back when I worked at the veterans home here where I live, we had just had like a Memorial Day or a July 4th celebration or whatever. So the place had tons of balloons, and we were working an overnight shift. And I kid you not, there was a balloon floating down the hall, just like the movie It. And so we're all laughing as we saw the balloon, and somebody went to go grab it. And as soon as they did, the balloon just hit the ground. It was like freaky as hell. So when you talk about balloons kind of being freaky, yeah, they can be.
Balloons are terrifying. They're terrifying, let me tell you. In the right context.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 9 for me is the Children of the Corn. Isaac for me is quite possibly one of the funniest. Yeah, it's just that dude, just like every scene with him in it is hilarious, man. It's so funny, and I don't know why it's so funny. And there's like some really, really stupid shit in that movie. I mean, it's bad, but I love bad movies. I love like how horrible it is, and just Isaac for me is just funny, and like there's some really like really dumb stuff in there because it's so horrible, it's so bad. But Isaac, you just watch it as, like I said, my list, like 10 through 6 is going to be the really bad stuff that I like, and then 5 through 1 is going to be more like actual good movies. But Children of the Corn, if you watch it as a comedy, it's pretty genius, dude. It's pretty fucking genius. Isaac, dude. Isaac. You've been in the damnation of hell. I'm the one that brings the way. And he sounds like Eric Cartman. Dude, when he's up on the corn cross, just imagine Eric Cartman up there. And it's so funny. It's just hilarious. So, Warren?
My number 9, which I re-rented today, or I rented today to rewatch it, was Silver Bullet with the kid in the wheelchair.
Corey Haim,
his drunken Gary Busey uncle. How there's a werewolf movie. He's making like these wheelchairs for him that go like 50, 60 miles per hour. Yeah, it was just it's a great movie. I remember it being better now that I rewatched it, but it was still kind of like that bad good. So yeah, I really did enjoy it. The old practical effects of the face stretch for the werewolf, and how the kid knocks the werewolf's eye out with a rocket. That's how you find out the preacher is the werewolf. And yeah, it's just all around good old campy goodness.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I've never watched that one. So I might have to watch that if it's the camp goodness.
Oh yeah, you think Silver Bullets because it's a werewolf, but it's actually the name of the kid's wheelchair. He's called the Silver
Oh.
big fan of Coors Light.
That's what I was about to say. Does he also ride the Silver Bullet?
His drunken uncle made it for him very, very, very irrationally for this crippled child.
Charles, your number 9/18.
Number 9/16 for me is number 9. Dr. Sleep. I really have wanted to rewatch it, but it made me appreciate everything. Not only the original Kubrick version of The Shining, but it made me understand and appreciate other adaptations of The Shining a bit more. And I don't know how that's possible, because Stephen King has rather aggressively talked about how he doesn't agree with the 1980 version of The Shining, but was apparently a fan of this. And I am too. It's impressive that they can get you to really feel that the villain in this movie is just that by what she does to a child in the movie. And it's quite horrifying the way they, well, in case you haven't seen it, they go to some great lengths scaring you and like really getting you to understand, oh, these people are just nasty. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I would like to rewatch it, but not recently.
Charles, you got a super chat here if you wanted to.
Thank you, Collins Movie Club, $10. Finally able to catch another live stream. Damn, new work schedule. Grab a vanilla Coke on me, Sir Charles. Thank you for that. And hang in there with the new work schedule.
Yep, I know that pain all too well. I'm counting down the days, man. As soon as I did my report for the week, and I was like, "Oh, it's May 1st already. God damn it! I only have 10 more days." Fuck. But yeah, whatever. It'll be fine. But yeah, Dr. Sleep. That was a lot of people like that movie. Like I haven't seen it, so I should watch it.
I think you should. Yeah. It's not schlocky. You're not going to laugh at
I
it.
do like the good stuff. You'll see in the second half of the list. I do like a lot of his good stuff. It's just I don't know why I didn't see it, and I wanted to. It's one of the ones that I wanted to, and I think I forgot. Like, just forgot it was a thing. You know?
Yeah. What's her name from Mission Impossible? She's Rose the Hat in this movie. She's quite good.
Oh, she's a good actress. I forgot her name, but yeah, she's good.
She's left an impression clearly because I don't know her name.
Hot,
don't need names.
I don't need names. I just remember hot faces.
Oh, Rebecca Ferguson.
Yes, Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
That's who I was about to say. I had to look it up just to be sure.
Hey,
yeah,
that's good. That's good to do.
But yeah, and the chat's catching up. Yes, Rebecca Ferguson, good in that movie. She's a damn good villain. I agree.
Oh yeah.
I would like to see her play more villains rather than whatever the hell the Mission Impossible franchise is at this point.
Is it over? Is that over now?
It's over, as far as I know. Maybe for a reboot here in like 2 years.
Yeah, but you never know, dude. Like
Maybe.
it depends. It depends on the size of the dump truck that they back up Tom Cruise's house. That's the thing.
Ethan Hunt will return.
Like if they back up like a dump truck of money and then another giant Scientology medal, you know, you might just do it for free. You never know. You never know. We salute you, L. Ron. Bob. Go ahead.
All right, number 9. I'm actually surprised it made my list, but it did. And that was Apt Pupil.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's just outside of my list. Spoiler, but I don't disagree with you.
I think it's actually a pretty good movie, and Ian McKellen gives a pretty good performance, and it is just disturbing because the kid just keeps getting worse and worse throughout the movie. Now, this is one that, like you, Charles, like with Dr. Sleep, I need to do a rewatch of this because I haven't seen this in a long time. But I remember when I saw it the first time, and I think I've seen it one more time on TV, but it was just so. I mean, it just gave me the willies watching it, you know, especially as Ian McKellen started having like flashbacks, and he'd start marching like in place and stuff, and it's just like, oh God, dude. Yeah. So, but his performance, Ian McKellen, in that movie is really good, and that's why I brought this up in my list, because that performance I thought was really good.
Dude, when he has the uniform on with the glazing stare, and they focus on his face, but then it focuses on the background. But dude, every single time I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like some scenes in movies, you're just like, yeah. You know, yeah. And that's one of them.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of them. That was my number 11 on my list.
Likewise.
I wasn't too far off from you guys. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if we go back to this, Don't feel bad. Just never feel bad. You don't have to feel bad. All right. My number 8 is Maximum Overdrive. Green Goblin, the truck. Need I say anything more? I
don't have to. It's
you
a
just
beautiful
look
movie.
around. I don't have to say anything else.
It needs a reboot, damn it.
It's so bad. It's so stupid. But yes, I'm not even going to say anything more about it, just because
it works as a comedy, ironically so, because there's a bunch of like comedic shots in that movie, like the opening scene where the drawbridge goes up on its own, and it's just staying there. But then you see this little sailboat go through, like it's way too small to warrant the bridge going up. There's a bunch of like comedy takes in that movie where it's like, what kind of movie is this? The same thing like Stephen King having the ATM machine calling him an asshole, and the bank, the thing saying "fuck you" to people walking by. Like it's a comedy. Like it's a comedy before anything. I would assume, but
it's just everything at the gas station is just so fucking hilarious. And I'm like, there's just too much. There's just too much. Just the fact that you got Pat Hangle as Hendershot. You have freaking Laura Harrington, Emilio Estevez, and Yeardley Smith. You have like, there's just so many weird people in the movie that you look at the cast and you're like, this doesn't even make sense. And that's what you get. That's
Stephen King high off his ass on cocaine directing
good
that.
Lord. Yes. And his adaptation, remember when he was like, we're going to do Stephen King the right way. Remember that whole thing? And then you get fucking Green Goblin the truck. So there's that. That.
There's a cutaway scene where like when the kid's going through the neighborhood to see all the havoc that's been set upon his town. And there's like a dog on the ground, but it's got like a radio controlled car in its mouth. And it's just like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, all right.
How did that happen?
Warren, your number 8, sir.
My number 8 is the original Carrie. It was the best one. I mean, they've never been able to capture it from the other, like the remakes and the weird tattooed chick sequel one and all that stuff. They've never been able to capture that original one with and I really think it's her mother that really makes like stands out. I'm gonna laugh at you, no, that kind of her mother really stands out as like the probably what really draws me to that film. But it was one of those ones that I got to see as a kid, and that's that one was pretty good. And I wish the sequels would have done better, or the remakes, but they've never been able to capture it or even get close to that original.
They have it. And you're right. The mom sets up the rage bait scenes a lot. Like it makes it like, okay, she can't go home. She doesn't fit in anywhere. And it was like one of the first movies. Like I know other, like, it was one of the first major release movies that was using like split scenes and like moving frames over as stuff was happening. It was really neat to see that. And it's like, Sissy Spacek it's been in some very interesting movies, but I don't know if she's ever like recaptured the craziness of that last scene. And look at how many times that movie has been parodied.
Wasn't like Julianne Moore the mother in the remake?
I've never seen the remake.
I think she was, because they had the girl that was played Hit Girl from Kick-Ass.
Right.
That one, yeah. I think Julianne Moore was the mother in that one.
If I recall correctly, she didn't do a terrible job in that.
Yeah, she was. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
No notes. I don't have anything else to add to that.
It's just one of those things, you know what I mean? Like I just never, I know I've seen parts of Carrie 2. Like Warren, you said that was something that my wife watched. It was one of those movies that's like, yeah, we'll watch together while I'm like this. Huh? What happened? Oh, nothing? Okay.
Yeah, it was like Carrie's daughter, and they went that route, and it was essentially the same kind of stuff happened, but Carrie's daughter was more of like your goth girl type, if I remember correctly. And then it was just, yeah, it was same thing happened though. She ends up going psycho and killing everybody.
Ah, of course. Runs in the family. Charles?
What are we at? 8?
Yes, sir.
8 for me. This is nostalgia soaked a little bit, but it's Pet Cemetery, the 1988-9 version, the original, not the awful remake from 2018, 19, whatever. But yeah, didn't realize that it was a pretty good depiction of trauma and loss.
For sure.
The problem is the acting's a bit loud and a bit melodramatic. It could go down a step or two, but not until a movie like Hereditary came out was I like, oh, this is what a serious version of Pet Sematary would be. This is way more toned down and tackling trauma and loss a bit more seriously.
Yeah, because you got the kiss scene in Pet Sematary where you're just kind of like, okay,
yeah,
all right. But
yeah,
it's Tasha Yar. It's Tasha Yar. How can you?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we needed 30 years before we had Hereditary is one thing. So like, there's still stuff like there's shots in that movie that like when they have Gage in the middle of the road and they have that shot from behind Gage where the truck is coming on. It's powerful stuff. I don't have kids, but I can only imagine that scene for a parent. Like it still hits hard. Granted, I know people watch that movie today and they're like, this is goofy. I understand that, but it wasn't considered that way back in the day.
I mean, it has goofy stuff in it, but I think like it also preys on, like you said, the loss thing. Like that's a very real subject. However you deal with that in the movie is whatever, but the fact that every single person can relate to that. Everybody can. And yeah, dude, like what would you do if you moved in next to a cemetery that you buried stuff in, it came back alive, even if it wasn't the same? What would you do? What would you do? Like probably 90% of people would be out there digging, you know what I mean? Like just to hold on. And we've seen that in other, not that particular thing, but like in other depictions, like The Walking Dead, where the dude kept his walker daughter, like he kept, like, you know what I mean? Holding on to something is, especially something that you love, is very, very, very hard to let go.
Yeah, the irony of the story is interesting too, where like he didn't want his daughter to suffer through the fact that her cat has died, and everything that he ends up doing is just, oh yeah, your daughter didn't have to worry about the cat being dead, but everyone else in her family, she now has to deal with being gone.
Yeah. Everyone.
Wait, good job.
Good job, bud. Not very. Hey, no one ever said the people in Stephen King movies make really good decisions. That seems to be like a running theme. It makes some pretty awful decisions.
And Fred Gwynne, I'm sorry, the best Judd. I don't know if it's even close. I've heard people talk about the remake that Judd is better than that. No. Fred Gwynne is incredible. Sometimes dead is better.
Dead is better. Bob?
Number 8 for me is The Green Mile. The main reason I don't have this higher on my list is because I've only seen it once. I saw it when it first came out, but the performances by Michael Clark Duncan and Tom Hanks, I think they both really give good performances, and that's one of the reasons why I have it high up I have it at this spot on my list. If I didn't remember those performances, it probably wouldn't have made my list, because again, I've only seen it once. I need to do a rewatch of this one, but that is what stood out to me from the film, because I still remember it to this day, as far as being impressed with that. I at the time, I wasn't a big fan of it being so long. I'm wondering if now that I'm older, we're talking it came out 99, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, 26, 27 years later, I'm wondering how I would feel about it now.
Sam Rockwell's in that too. He's fantastic.
Yes.
Name me a bad Sam Rockwell performance. Please,
that's
I'm waiting.
impossible because there isn't one.
There's not.
Even if he has a bad one, right? It's only
Still
because
good.
everything else is awful, so he's actually good.
I don't
So
mind
that's
him in
my
bad
thing.
movies. Like
Yeah.
I'm
So-
still okay with whatever he does.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So there's really no bad Sam Rockwell performance.
Yeah, no, he's great. Yeah, his performance is always good.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I mean, he elevates whatever role he's in.
Yeah, totally. Sam Rockwell, even before all of the stuff, but the Iron Man dance, walking to the fucking thing, dude, that lives in infamy forever.
Oh, yeah.
In my head. I will always think of that. And he does the best. He does it so serious. When you watch Iron Man 2 again, just watch that scene and watch how serious he is until he gets to the microphone. It's fucking hilarious, dude. And he
They-
knows. He
They
knows
should
he
have
looks
used
like a
him
jackass.
more.
Yeah.
They should have used him more.
Oh,
'cause,
for sure.
He
for sure.
he almost upstages Downey in that movie. Like
Mhm.
they should have used Sam Rockwell's characters a lot more. TV series, the whole deal.
Well, for sure, he should have been in more. Like, he should have been in more things in that universe. But
We
You
just
know,
did
that's
a rewatch of Galaxy Quest,
Mm,
and he's freaking awesome in that
mm.
movie.
Yep.
I mean, like that's you talk about how he almost upstaged Robert Downey Jr. I think that's a case in which he did upstage everybody. Like
Mhm.
he's probably the standout performance in that film, except maybe Alan Rickman. But those
okay,
two for
yeah,
sure
okay.
are,
Yeah.
are the standouts in that movie, and that's a case
Sigourney's
where again,
Sigourney Weaver's cleavage just stood out to me a bit.
oh yeah, no, that, yeah.
Well,
for sure.
that's
Well, it stood out to the aliens too, because there was a scene there where they're digitizing the pig and bringing it up to the ship, and the alien he's like, it was made for your anatomy, and I never noticed that before until this rewatch. So.
That's one of those movies that needs re-released in 3D, like True Lies and a couple other movies. Okay, my number 7 is the funniest of all bad Stephen King movies. It is by far the worst of all bad Stephen King movies. It is Sleepwalkers. That is one of the. It has no book. It has nothing. That is just a screenplay. It's so bad.
I used to
It's
think Pet Cemetery
bad.
and Sleepwalkers was the same movie.
Isn't
Like
it
they
the
buried
shit
the
monster?
cat and it came back as a
No,
like a
that's
cat person.
that's Dreamcatcher.
Oh.
The shit weasels,
They
Yeah.
sound similar.
But Sleepwalkers is the cat people, right?
cat people. Yes.
Yes. I used to think that was Pet Cemetery. I hadn't watched Pet Cemetery yet. And I was like, wait a minute, did the cat come back as a person? Like, what's going on?
Dude, there's a scene. Some of the dialogue in that movie is so awful. There's a scene where the main dude who's like banging his mom, and he likes this girl at the movie theater, right? And she brings him up into her room, okay? And she's doing that like weird thing where it's like, oh, my underwear's out, right? But she's like trying to get it while he's looking around the room. And literally she kicks like a bra underneath like a table, and she's like, woo, right? And then goes, that's my favorite picture right there. And he walks over, he goes, I like rocks too. That's the sequence. That is the sequence in the movie. It's so bad. It is so awful. Oh my God. The Langoliers was on my list, Jacob Cornthos. He says, Sleepwalkers is bad, but it ain't the worst. Try watching Trucks or the Langoliers. Bronson Pinchot is a dream. But this movie, I don't know, man. This movie is just, it's so awful, but it is so funny to me. There's so much comedy gold in this movie. And if you can watch it, go watch it. Warren?
My number 7 is Misery. And, a lot of the same reasons that Charles said. It was my first real introduction to, was it Kathy Bateman?
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates, yeah. And it's just like 1 minute she won't cuss, and then she's smashing the guy's ankle, and then the scene with her, the friggin' lightning and everything, and just it was a crazy movie to watch as a kid.
Yeah, Misery's a fantastic movie. I think it's a very good movie. Even with it being older, I still think it holds up in a lot of areas. I really do. And I think Charles is right. It's out of those type of movies, major fan out type, it's one of the best, if not, the best, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I agree. Yeah. At least you got Kathy Bates that way and not Kathy Bates in About Schmidt.
Yes, that's
because
true.
that's horrifying on a whole different level. That's just awful. All right. Charles, you're number 7.
Anything this guy directs, I'm lined up and ready for it, and I haven't let the shine wear off just yet. But number 7 for me is 2025's The Running Man. I know a lot of people hated it. I quite enjoyed it.
Was it also 1987 The Running Man?
It's also 1987's The Running Man as well.
No, it's good. Sorry.
No. So I've only watched it once. I haven't really. I was mesmerized by it. I felt like, if anything, I can understand people saying it feels too heavy-handed by today's standards because what's going on in the world. But I feel like movies like this are constantly being made, and like we just keep not learning from our movies. So it's like, is it the movie's fault, or like are we just dumb and not heeding the message of the movie?
100% correct. 100% correct. Yes.
So I was Edgar Wright, a really, really flashy filmmaker, and perhaps I was, drowned by all the visual sparkle behind that movie. But I had a really good time with it. So again, this is kind of on memory, but that's where it is.
No,
I'd rather watch the 2025 version than the 87 version. Sacrilege,
So,
I realized.
It's not sacrilege. It's just what you
Yes,
like.
it
You
is.
know what I mean?
It's sacrilege.
How dare you?
It's heresy.
Well, was it King presents Jackie Brown heresy? Was it that bad of heresy? Because I mean, there's some other heresies that we could speak of. So I mean, I like the older one, but I'm with you, Charles. Edgar Wright makes some fucking phenomenal looking movies, like really, really pleasing, aesthetically pleasing to look at.
Yeah.
And there's movies that are neat to look at, but then there's no substance. But his movies that are neat to look at, they also have substance, but the neat to look at has substance as well. It's not just here's this thing, look at it, how cool it is. Insert random bullshit here. Everything leads to the next part of the movie. Everything is in order.
Plus, everything in the shot is like there's Easter eggs and stuff. Like if you watch Baby Driver, there's words in the background that are like part of what you're supposed to be taking in. Like you watch his movies like 3 or 4 times, you're like, oh, that's actually really, really neat how he did that. And if you watch any of his the Cornetto trilogy, the way that things like constantly are set up and paid off is like he's a surgeon with filmmaking, and I'm here for it.
Bob?
I'm disappointed in you, Charles. But so my number 7 is The Running Man 2025.
Here we go.
I do enjoy it too.
There we go, everybody.
I actually do enjoy it too. Now, I will say, kind of giving my list away. I like the 87 version better, and it's not because I think it's necessarily a better film. I just happen to enjoy it more. But I really did like the 2025 version. I went with my 2 youngest sons. Now, when I say youngest sons, one of them's 18. The other he just turned 19, but he was 18 at the time. The other one was 16. So we went and they had a really good time with it. They thought it was a good action movie and they enjoyed the chase and all that stuff. So I thought it was a lot of fun. I actually kind of liked that it felt more like reality television to me.
Right.
And I liked that about the film. The biggest thing that I didn't like, and this is kind of why I prefer the original, I'll get into that when I do get it. But I like the stalkers better in the original film. They don't like here. You got that one dude in the mask from towards the end of the film, and he's kind of the standout. Yeah, what do they call them? The Hunters, or what was it they called them? I forget what they call them in the new one. But they didn't stand out to me quite as much. Where in the original, they all have like their own gimmick. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons I like the original better. But I'll get into that more a little bit later.
Well, I mean, that's what it says. It says they're called the Hunters on there.
No, the Hunters. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah,
good memory.
Yeah, they just don't stand out. But to be fair, maybe they didn't in the book because I didn't read the book. So I do understand that this is a more accurate adaptation of the actual book than the original is. So,
hey, Bob, you don't have to feel bad at all. Just remember.
No, I don't feel bad at all.
This exists. I get to give him all the shit since he's not here. All the stuff he does to me 2 nights a week, I get to give back. I'm a giving man.
But yeah, I think the 2025 version, I definitely think it's worth watching. If you haven't seen it, for those in the chat, give it a shot. I don't think it's as bad as what people made it out to be. People made it out like it was somehow the worst film that had come out last year or something.
No.
If you have Prime, you can watch it on there. It's on that one. So.
I mean, take it from Bob Bavas Los Mavius. So I mean, he knows what he's talking about. He knows.
I like to pretend I do.
So my number 6 is Pet Cemetery. We've discussed. I think I'm pretty similar to my thoughts as Charles. It deals with loss in a pretty significant way. There's the whole thing with the sister and like all that. Like there's a lot of visual too. The way it's filmed is dark, but it's at the same time it's like lit well. Even though it's dark, you know what I mean? You actually get to see all the stuff that you're supposed to look at. Where I like that about the adaptations that they do, because there's so many movies that are so fucking dark and you can't fucking see anything and you're supposed to be, scared. And this one I think works. The atmosphere is fun. Tasha Yar is always hot, so, and that's what I call her because, that's what she will always be to me.
Yeah, Tasha Yar
is season 1, 2, and part of 3. Seasons 1 and 2, Star Trek: The Next Generation. So,
yeah, Mary Lambert was a music video director. She directed a couple of Madonna videos prior to getting the Pet Sematary gig, and she had a decent eye. Her reward for doing so well in Pet Sematary was Pet Sematary 2, which far less.
Yes, well, that's like when you get into like. Something like that where you bury something and it comes back, like, I mean, you're gonna get into like the territories of we're gonna bury everything. My house burned down, put it in a Pet Cemetery. Now you have a brand new house, but it's not the same house. It doesn't have the character of the house. It lost its soul, but it's a house.
Yeah.
So Warren, you're number 6, sir.
My number 6, okay, it's a TV series. So if anything, I could change it to the movie but essentially it's Welcome to Derry, because I wasn't a huge fan of the new It movies, but then when I watched Welcome to Derry, much like how the Penguin, as Bob Lovis says that it's like the Penguin made the Batman a much better movie to me. Welcome to Derry added so much more to the It movies that I'm really kind of interested in watching the next season of it, because I think they're going to go back to every time Pennywise came up. So they're going to go reversed in the time periods all the way down to the original, I guess. But that one is, it adds so much more to the mythos and to everything. And it was just really, really well done. That it made the movies in retrospect so much better than they were when I first watched them. And it added a lot to it. So that was my number 6, was Welcome to Derry. I realized it was a TV series though. So if anything, it's the new It's because of Welcome to Derry.
When all fails, revert to Gray's List because
yeah.
That's true. Renato Ike says, I don't know if someone mentioned Gerald's Game at the beginning, but I do like this one. Yeah, I've only seen like half of the movie. That's another one my wife watched, but I do remember it was pretty wild. Like that's the one where the woman they're doing the sex thing and she gets handcuffed, right? And the guy has a heart attack
The
and
sex
dies.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
they're
that a
about to,
Stephen?
like, do
Oh, that's a
sex,
Stephen King movie.
like, I believe
Oh.
so.
Okay,
But,
yeah, that was.
If you don't, Gray has it as his number 10 or 1 or 20. We don't know. We don't know how this list works, but it's right there. It's
that
right
was that
there.
Netflix.
The
That was
Netflix one.
Netflix movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. A lot of people liked it. But that's like I said, I've only seen bits and pieces of it.
It's a good premise.
Yeah. Yep. Charles?
My number 6 is the third film in the Frank Darabont trilogy. It's 2007's The Mist.
Pissed.
Ending makes you feel pissed. No,
For sure. For sure.
Oh,
I
Eddie speechless. Just like
I kind of dug it because of what happens in that movie. If you have not seen The Mist, watch it. It's number 6.
We won't spoil it.
It's number
We won't
6 for me, so I feel very strong about it. I'm not telling you it's a 5-star movie, but you'll probably have feelings about the ending. Don't look it up. Just watch it. It's an interesting time. I'll give a spoiler too. It's my third favorite film in the Frank Darabont adaptation saga. But man, if any filmmaker were to make adaptations of Stephen King movies the way Frank Darabont did with Stephen King stuff, we'd be in very good shape. So
that's very true. That's very true. Because there's, you know how like in a lot of the King adaptations, there's like the okay, like sometimes okay setup, but then there's really long periods of just like There is long periods in this movie, but the tension is so well done, and the character basically you call it character study. The character study between the people inside the store is kind of like you know that person, the one person's gonna let's try to open it up, let's try to get out. Hey, no, we shouldn't do that. There's gonna be the other person that's kind of just like, oh, well, we should do whatever the leader says, like those type people. This movie takes that in a tiny bit of a different direction. So,
and it's a Walking Dead casting call too, because like everybody in the movie's in Walking Dead. It's like anyone.
Yeah, and we won't ruin the end for you, but it's worth it. It's worth watching.
You'll have a feeling. You'll have a
you'll
feeling.
definitely have a feeling. Yeah. So go ahead, Bob.
For mine, which one are we on? Number 6?
6.
Yeah.
18, 19.
Yeah.
Okay. So for my number 6, I have It Chapter 2. And again, this is one that's higher up my list simply because of Welcome to Derry. If I hadn't seen that show, neither one of the movies, Chapter 1 or 2, would have. Well, Chapter 1 probably would have made my list. Chapter 2 probably wouldn't have. And then they shot up in my view because of Welcome to Derry. I think there's a pretty good cast for Chapter 2. I like some of the actors who play the older versions, with Bill Hader, Jessica Chastain, James McAvoy, and then of course Bill Skarsgård is still great as Pennywise. In Chapter 1, 2, and Welcome to Derry, he's just, he nails that role. He's really, really good. So I got Chapter 2 as my number 6.
Okay, so I haven't seen Chapter 2 or Welcome to Derry. My wife watched it. Like I said, I've seen bits and pieces of it. So you did say Bill Skarsgård is in Welcome to Derry. Is it?
Yeah,
is
he
like
shows up probably about halfway.
He
shows up probably about halfway through,
okay.
And once Pennywise starts or the creature starts appearing as Pennywise. So.
Okay. Do they get, like you said, they're gonna work their way back or whatever? Do they get into like where it came from? Like, because I know nothing. Like, I don't remember.
They talk a little bit about that it's not from this world, and whatnot. And Yeah, it's pretty good, but they hint that it has a very different like a reaction to time or the way
Mhm.
time works for it, and so
Okay.
I think that's why they're kind of going backwards, because time is different for this creature, and so
Oh,
I
okay.
think that's
Okay.
kind of an interesting concept.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's all. I just had a question. I
yeah,
just didn't know.
Skarsgård gets to play a couple different kinds of roles,
Yeah.
and he gets to stretch a lot more than he did in the first two movies, and he gets to play a little bit more versatile. He's such a good actor; he really gets to show off a bit. So it's going to be interesting when they start going back even further. And I don't know if they're going to go all the way back to like when the creature first arrives, but yeah, they get very deep into the lore of Pennywise.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'll have to
It's
check it
really
out.
cool. It's worth seeing. I thought it was very good.
Yeah, because I liked the first one, right? But the same thing with me for the TV movie. I liked the kids stuff, but when it came to the adults, maybe I just had a bad taste in my mouth from the other one. But I'll have to watch 1 and 2 again, and then watch Welcome to Derry. I'll do that. I'll actually. do
Yeah,
that.
like I said, I think it's a better film because of Welcome to Derry.
Okay, so do you have to watch the films first, or can you watch
I don't think you have to. I mean, you could probably watch Welcome to Derry first,
then watch the movie?
because technically it's a prequel. But but like I did see the films first, and then I saw Welcome to Derry, and that made me want to go back and watch
Okay,
the films
so
again.
all right,
because
I'll watch
I
I'll watch the
really-
movies first, and then I'll watch.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, my number 5 is The Mist. So we kind of just already talked about that. So pretty much everything me and Charles were saying, like I would say go watch it. Just go see it. Go see it if you can get it, or if it's on a streaming service or something like that you have. Go watch it. See what you think about it, and yeah, go ahead and check it out. Warren, your number 5?
My number 5 is The Shining, with the original Jack Nicholson one, because I haven't watched the TV one that had the guy from Wings in it playing in the role. I haven't watched that one, but I watched the original one, and I apparently it's nothing like the book, but I really liked Jack Nicholson in the role, and as a kid, it really creeped me out. And I live in Washington State, and the hotel is in Washington State,
Oh, cool.
and they have like on the anniversaries of the movie, they have screenings of it at the actual hotel where it was filmed.
Nice.
That's cool because in Pittsburgh, in Monroeville, they do Dawn of the Dead. They do it at the Monroeville Mall, and I've gotten to do that. They do like the zombie walk, and then they go to the mall and they project. If you guys remember when they show the outside of the mall, there's that like little like driveway thing that goes to a big giant door for like loading dock like area. That's where they actually put the movie on. So you got a bunch of people sitting down in the loading dock, and then everywhere around it, and everybody's a zombie. So it's cool. And Romero used to go to those. Like he actually used to go. Like I never got to talk to him or anything, but you got to see him. You couldn't miss him because the fucking glasses. You can see the backside of the goddamn moon with those things, But that was really cool to do, and they do that here as well at the movie theater that I have by me, which I would love to do like some sort of meetup sometime. That would be a lot of fun, like, and go see some of the old movies that they put up on there, because they do some of the old ones. They just did the Boris Karloff, The Mummy, there like the other week, so that was kind of fun, and yeah, pretty cool. But all right then, Charles, your number 5?
5. I talked about one director who has multiple entries, and this is another one. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize how much movies like this get replicated until you see the replications, and you're like, oh, this is just a watered down version of blank. And that movie to me is Stand By Me, directed by Rob Reiner, my second Rob Reiner film adaptation in this list.
Mm-hmm.
Just a like coming of age, like paint by numbers. The only reason it's paint by numbers is because this movie like set a standard on how to do something in that genre. And I only recently rewatched it a few months ago, and it still hits. Like it makes me feel nostalgic for the 50s when I wasn't even close to shit. My father wasn't a thought yet in the 50s. So it's not specifically about the nostalgia of whatever the boomers were doing with this movie, trying to harken back to the time when they were kids in the 50s, but it's a story about friendship. And I really feel like people who think that Stephen King movies are exclusively horror really need to see a heck of a lot more of this stuff out there, because just good and wholesome. And I feel like any age can watch this movie and really have a decent time with it.
When they say coming of age movie, that is
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that,
every time you're like, oh, it's not quite Stand By Me. And it's like they're saying that for a reason, because like,
and that was a big thing too. That was a huge thing that they would say with movies that would come out after, like in the 90s. Like they would have like a group of kids and it was like, well, it's not Stand By Me. It's,
right.
you know, it's not like that. And you would, because if you didn't go in the serious direction, they would go in like a comedic direction with kids, you know, and you had good ones like The Sandlot, that type of thing. But having that movie,
Stand By Me, but baseball.
Well, you know, the coming of age story, you know, this one's a lot different, but the point remains, they haven't been able to replicate that in quite some time. You know, like for some reason, an easy plot, like kids going to see a dead body.
Yeah. Yeah. Boys in the Hood does the same thing.
You want to see a dead body? Yeah. Oh, look who's back. Hey, Gray, you can come on. We need to explain this. What is this, Gray? What is this? I messaged you. What the hell is happening here? We haven't made fun of you at all for that list, by the way.
Not at all.
No, 10 through 19 makes total sense.
Yes.
Total sense. And 2 movies in 1 slot also.
With a TV series.
Bob, you're number 5?
I was actually surprised how much I enjoyed this film, especially more than its predecessor, and that is Dr. Sleep. I really liked Dr. Sleep. How he gets the name Dr. Sleep, I thought was kind of cool. As a nurse who's worked with hospice patients, I can kind of appreciate that a little bit. And then the scene where the cult and with the baseball kid, oh my God, that was disturbing. And but yeah, it's just a film that I like better than its predecessor. I'm like, The Shining didn't even make my top 10, and it's not because Jack Nicholson didn't put in a great performance or anything like that. I wasn't as crazy about it, but this one, I really enjoyed it. And I do like that there's a lot of references to that film, but it does have more of the supernatural aspect. And so I really liked this movie. I just had a good time with it.
Yeah. It's like, I've never seen it. So now I got Dr. Sleep to watch it 1 and 2 and Welcome to Derry. Gray, it does not count down to number 1. It goes 10, 11, 12, 13 to 19, sir. So, and I even messaged you back about it. So there you go.
Okay. So 19 is actually 1.
19 is 1. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I could see that.
Still have 2 movies at number 8/12.
19 is 1 sounds like a Stephen King movie.
Discord is dumb.
19 is 1.
He blames it on Discord. Now imagine, Charles, if it was like, say, a Tuesday, and I had a list that I submitted to Gray, and he saw the numbering that I did. Do you think he would let me off the, like, you know? Do you think he would be cool with that?
Don't get me involved in your lovers' quarrel.
No. That answers it, though. You answered it. I'm just joking. All right. My number 4 is The Green Mile. I think it's one of the first times that, besides Stand By Me, and because I saw the Green Mile before I went back and saw Shawshank Redemption. So I didn't see that, you know what I mean? I didn't know about, like I said, I didn't really know about the movies. But this was like one of the first times that I was like, oh, he's doing other stuff besides horror, you know, like Charles said, like there's like all these other things that he does besides that. And Tom Hanks, Michael Clark Duncan, you know, I that's, they give great performances, and there's a lot of really, really cool things in the movie, and you know, I like it. I think it's a good movie. Story's good. So yeah. Warren?
My number 4 was purely picked because I love this movie, but it's nothing to do with its quality. And I didn't even know Stephen King directed it until today.
Oh no.
Which is Maximum Overdrive. And I agree with you 100%, Labs. Like, if they remade this, it needs to be like produced by Seth Rogen and directed by like Kevin Smith or something. like it needs to be a comedy, because the movie is, and I understand why, because whenever you get someone who's not a director, it's almost like the actors are kind of like directionless. Like when Frank Miller did The Spirit, it's like he had all these top-notch actors and they just didn't feel like they knew what they were doing, and it turned into a crap show. It's kind of the same thing with Maximum Overdrive. It just, except it turned into this campy, absolute love, you know, this just terribly good film, you know.
Is it Nightmares and Nerdscape says, I'd love to know what the Coke budget was for Maximum Overdrive. Well, except for paying for the film, it was the budget.
Yeah,
it was.
It's like a MSK math. You think of the marketing budget, that's, you know, add 2 to the budget. That's what the cocaine budget is.
Yeah, this movie had to make 100 keys to be successful.
Everyone was on cocaine.
It had to happen. It had to happen. You know, it just had to happen.
You can't step on the trailer budget.
Maximum Overdrive, man. That's just one of those ones there. It's like I said, I actually have that on VHS upstairs in my bedroom, where I still have a VHS upstairs. It's so nice to have a VCR upstairs. So I bust out some tapes every once in a while. It's kind of funny. Charles.
4, right? 4. Yeah, because I already did Stand By Me. So number 4 is 2017's It, or It Chapter 1. I don't know. I thought I enjoyed the TV series version of It for a while, and then rewatched it prior to the 2017 version coming out, and it's a little silly. It's cut in halves. Like the grown-ups in the 1990 version of It is probably the weaker part of
Yes.
that film.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie kind of modernizes the scare factor, and then just kind of omits all of the adult stuff, and little jump scare heavy, if anything. But I enjoyed the ride quite a bit, and yeah. It Chapter 1.
I gotta rewatch those because I seen the first one, but not the second one or Welcome to Derry. So I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch those. Bob?
My number 4 is also It Chapter 1.
Yay!
I think Chapter 1 is the better portion, and you kind of mentioned this lapsed when you talked about the miniseries, that the kids portion is better than the adult portion, and I think that's true with the movies as well, which is why I have Chapter 2 further down my list. That's also, I think, some of the stronger stuff in Welcome to Derry are the kids stuff. Just like it works well for Chapter 1, it works well in Welcome to Derry. So for me, this is the strongest It film that we have when you count the original miniseries and you count Chapter 2. I think this is the stronger of the films, but I would even argue that Welcome to Derry is probably the best thing that we've seen in that It universe. I don't have it on my list because I focused on movies, but yeah,
Well-
I would argue
well,
because
Bob.
like Warren, no, you had that on your list, and I would agree with you. I think it's probably the stronger thing in the It series, and like I said, that's actually why these films are higher up my list, is because of that.
Well, Bob, there's also another person that has a list. You see right here, Mr. Mercedes TV series.
True. If I had known that was in the parameters, I would have gone with it.
I believe they pronounce it parameters. No, I'm sure. But yeah, like I think with the kids, you can make with the kids, they're experiencing what gives them the trauma later on, the remembrance trauma. So it's a little bit more forthcoming to have the kids involved with something that can potentially, kill you. When you're an adult, it's almost like, I know you're remembering the trauma that it caused you and stuff, but had anybody ever thought to just punch that fucking thing in the face, see what happens, or like hit it with a car, or shoot it with a gun, just to see what happens? You never know. It might nobody knows that it explodes into a giant fucking spider, but I mean, that wouldn't be on my Jack in the Box things of what could possibly happen.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, those are cool movies, and I think they're pretty cool. Charles, you got a super chat.
Ronnie Gardaki, $5 super chat. Thank you. If Steven Spielberg and Stephen King worked together on one film, what would you be interested in them making? Mine would be Dawn of the Dead 2.
Oh, that's an
weird interesting
choice. That's an interesting
choice.
Yeah.
Stephen King did not write Dawn of the Dead 1. Steven Spielberg doing a Stephen King script, you have to have spectacle in it.
Yeah.
Would he do good with like a Stand By Me or one of those types?
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
that's safe, I guess. But like, at Steven Spielberg, like, there's, when there's scope and spectacle, he really, really knows how to capture that for a film. So I don't know, like, maybe
He would have done a better Dreamcatcher.
I think
Spielberg.
Jacob has a really good. He says Spielberg and King finally do the Stand justice as an HBO miniseries.
Yeah,
Sticks
I
to the
think
source material.
some of the longer TV series stuff would be interesting in Steven Spielberg's hands.
I think so. That's got big spectacle in it, and it's got an underlying message and a higher than thou figure. You know what I mean? Like, it has everything that you could put in a Spielberg. I'm just saying, it has
Grace's
everything
Hook. Grace and Hook.
you
Never change.
Jackie Brown presents Hook. But yeah, that's an interesting thought. I never would have even remotely thought that, like, putting those two together.
That would be interesting.
Never would have thought that. Dark Rufio Gray. Oh gosh. Who's next? Is it
you, isn't it? Yeah, it's you. For number 3. Yeah.
Oh, number 3. Okay. My number 3 is Stand By Me. Pretty much everything we've said about the movie. Just you had the iconic child actors. That one of them has grown up to have the greatest band in the history of all music. I don't know if you know this. Like, the musicianship is better than Necrophagist. It's better than anything you've ever heard. It's better. Fuck Mohammed Sukumez on guitar. You have Corey Feldman.
Feldog.
Woof.
Yeah. I mean, there's some amazing guitar riffs happening with those fingers. Let me tell you. No, but yeah, Stand By Me. It's just a great all around movie. It still holds up, and even some of the parts that are a little bit dated, like the movie concept overall, still holds up. Everybody's got that that feeling of having a summer and let's go do something fun with your friends, stuff, and getting a mischief. but yeah, it's got a bunch of everything in it. So
time is fleeting.
It's very true. It's very true. Warren, you're number 3, sir.
The Green Mile. You guys have mentioned before everything about it. I mean, great performances. Just a beautiful movie. It's one thing I like. I'm not a huge King fan, but I do like how King takes science fiction and makes it seem spiritual and mystical. Like he takes just the idea of a telepath, which would be more of a science fiction, but it always comes off as more of a mystical thing. Like even The Shining is you're essentially dealing with telepaths, and then this guy's descent to madness, but yet it's like he treats it as a very supernatural thing in the presentation. I'll get into it more with my number 1 movie because I think that one displays it the best. But yeah, I like the idea of, because that's how humans would treat kind of science, like stuff that's beyond science wise. Like if a person from like a caveman sees a plane, it's a giant metal flying bird. It would be kind of like that, where these people are dealing with these kind of science stuff and they're treating it like it's coming off as supernatural. And the Green Mile kind of illustrates that with his ability, because he's essentially kind of like a telepath kind of guy, but yet it's treated as very much like a supernatural kind of thing. And I really do like that about King's work.
But does it have Morgan Freeman saying "shit weasel"?
That is true.
You gotta think, Warren.
That's
With
true.
Your choice. No, I'm sure. Charles.
I too have Green Mile at number 3.
It's a great choice, man. It really is.
It's a great movie. Quite poignant too. Like for the first half of the movie, I'm thinking this Michael Clark Duncan character, like he's really sweet. What the hell did he do to get in prison? And when you find out what it is he did to get in prison, you're like, oh, I feel a different way about a lot of different things right now. And just it's a sweet movie. And oddly, one of those movies that it's like 3 hours that doesn't feel like 3 hours. So, yeah, I for all the reasons that were listed earlier, and then some, it's just a great, wholesome story.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot. Yeah, I do. It's another one of those movies where if it's on cable and wherever, I'll turn it on and I'll just leave it on, go about my day. Bob?
Okay, for me, my number 3 is Misery.
Ooh, Left Company.
Yeah, I really like this movie. It made me glad that I'm not famous and have fans, because I don't want to be tied up in a bed, have my legs broken with a sledgehammer, all this other stuff. So yeah, but Kathy Bates gives one hell of a performance in that movie. So because she's legit terrified in that movie.
Yeah.
So and I wouldn't have expected it from her. But yeah, she had a home run with that one. So Misery's my number 3.
All right. Yeah, we've talked about it. There's so many iconic scenes in that movie. It's just like we talked about. It's the crazy fan gone psycho done.
Yeah.
Probably the best.
Yeah.
Probably the best. And it's funny because my number 2 is Misery. So yeah. We
Exclamation point.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, we can go ahead, Warren. What's your number 2? Because we've already, I don't know what else to say.
Oh yeah, Shawshank Redemption. I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love the Shawshank Redemption. Nothing supernatural. It's just, just an all around great prison movie, and the just well done, well acted, and I mean, just it's a beautiful, beautiful film.
Mm-hmm.
I too have Shawshank Redemption at number 2.
Oh, you copied it off my paper.
Yeah. And it's like, it's like Shawshank Redemption and Green Mile. You have like, it's interesting because in Shawshank you have the question of what did Andy, what, like they said, did he do what he
he
did?
killed his wife.
Right. But they still kind of set you up like where everybody else is kind of 100% guilty, and they're like still making the question at the beginning of what did he actually do? Did he actually do it? Where Green Mile, like he was, set up by Wharton. Like John Coffey was definitely set up by him, and that to have the antagonizing character still on death row at the same time, it's pretty interesting to do. So there's like two.
What's that figure of speech when you've been in prison long enough that like you don't know any other lifestyle? There's a term for that.
Institutionalized.
Yeah. When the old timer, like he's like in his 70s or whatever.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking.
It asks a different interesting question of you. Like if you've been in prison for a certain amount of time, can you really like acclimate yourself to society, which that person
that is so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, Morgan Freeman tells him that, or says when they're talking about him that they give you life and that's what they take.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nothing supernatural. How do those pins get placed on the poster once he's behind it? It's a very good point.
Well,
no, it was a flap. He had it like a flap.
Oh, that's right. It was a flap.
Yeah.
Answer.
Hey,
Troy, what do you got for that, Troy?
Hey, you know what? I'm with Troy. There were pins.
He shut the door behind him.
That's how he got through it. And that's why the scene of him looking through the hole, like, it's such a reveal. Bob?
My number 2 is the 80th of 80s movies, and that is The Running Man. 1987.
Nice.
Okay. I mean, I know the film is supposed to take place like in a future, like a dystopian future or whatnot, but it is
so Total
truly
Recall.
an 80s movie. You got all the lasers and neon, and you've got the lady who's working out in her lingerie for no reason. Like not even in spandex. She's in her lingerie doing sit-ups and stuff. It's like, I mean, it's just a great film. It's got a ton of Arnold one-liners in it that are a lot of fun. Richard Dawson is great as the game show host, as Killian. I mean, he was truly in his element for that. Excellent casting there. And it's just a fun movie. And like I was saying earlier, I think in this film, the stalkers really stand out more. I like how each one had its own, had their own gimmick, like Fireball and what was some of the other ones? The Dynamo, he's like an opera singer or whatnot.
The only thing that was missing in the 80s dystopian future was tons of rain. Rain always covers up what you don't see. Yeah,
so yeah, I think the movie's a lot of fun. And then you got what's his name? Jesse Ventura, who's supposed to be playing like the retired stalker, but they bring him back and he gets all the gear and he's like, screw this, this is stupid, so I think it's just a lot of fun. That's why I've got it so high. Is it necessarily a better film than some of the others on this list? No, but it's just more fun and I enjoy it more. Like I would argue that the Running Man from 2025 might actually be a better film, but for me, I had more fun with the 1987 film, which is why I like it more.
And that's why it's your list.
There you go. So in the chat, they mentioned Sub-Zero. That's another one right there.
Yep.
You could also have this list right here. Right here. Right there. All right. My number 1 is Shawshank Redemption. It's probably the movie that I watched, the King story that I watched the most. I mean, man, it's such a good movie. There's so many good scenes, and the relationship between Red and Andy is fantastic. You know, and getting to know the other characters in the movie is great. Just the way that you could see Andy playing the warden, just playing him. And the end, whenever he does like the books, he locks it up, he does everything. You know what I mean? He does everything, and he's like through the whole movie, like timing the stuff and, you know, crawling through the river of shit. Yeah, like there's just so much good. And to see them meet up on the beach with the boat, the broken boat, like it's phenomenal, man. It's I don't know. I love that movie, and I could watch it whenever it's on. And it's just one of those movies that I just very much I have a very big soft spot for, because it's like it's funny because like for me, like there's a lot of movies that are out that I need to see, but for some reason I always end up watching like the same like 20 movies that are in my repertoire of things that I watch.
So guilty of that. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yes. So it's like I'm like, oh man, I really got to see this movie. All right, well, I'm gonna watch this one that I've seen 7,000 times. So that one's up there for me. So Warren?
My number one is The Mist. And
okay.
I remember I watched it in theaters. I took my sister to it, and the film itself, the whole film itself is not bad. It's pretty solid, and it has that trope that King does. I talked about earlier, where essentially the storyline is like a secret government agency opened up a portal, and then all this shit started pouring through it, and but yet you're doing this from the townsfolks in the grocery store's purview. So just like with King, it's like he takes a science fiction trope or a science fiction idea and then starts playing around with it with a very supernatural kind of feel because of the way people react to it. And then I won't spoil the ending for anyone who hasn't watched it. I think everyone should go see it. But the ending was one that you would not be able to guess in a million years. And it left me speechless, like for the entire drive home. But yeah, I really like. I mean, King has his stuff gets a little wacky, and I think we've all mentioned that about stuff like he has really good premises, but then sometimes his execution, because of the amount of cocaine he's doing at the time period that he's writing that part of the book, could really start screwing it up. And so he sometimes his execution is really weird or possibly criminal. And
there is that. There is that.
But I do love the mixing of the genres, where it's like I'm going to take science fiction ideas, aliens, multiple multiverse stuff. He was doing multiverse stuff way before it was ever popular.
But what if a bunch of childhood friends shared the one girlfriend together? Is my question
that's how you
to
defeat
you.
Space clowns. Is
no, share. I mean,
power of friendship
in carnal knowledge.
Yeah, it's a very different. But I like the way he does that, where he plays around with science stuff and then intertwines it with supernatural to create these horrors. And I do like that idea. It's a really good way to blend genres if you're going to blend genres. And even though it's a terrible movie like Dreamcatcher or stuff along those lines, where it's like, okay, this is supernatural, but yet at the same time, it's really just all based science fiction stuff. You know,
shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of
literally shit.
Dude, you know when King was writing the end of it, he was like, okay. And then
at 3 a.m. after he's been up for like 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness. Look who is here.
Hey, what's up, Greg?
Hey, fellas. Sorry I'm so late, and I'm sorry that Laps couldn't figure out numbers. I mean, there's 10 of them. It descends from 10. Discord being an idiot thing.
Actually, it ascends, not descends there, buddy.
No, it descends. Just apparently, Discord's not cool with that, and it couldn't just copy and paste what I had.
It ascends. See? It ascends.
It really doesn't. That's Discord doing its dumb thing.
No.
But yeah, man, I respect Warren's decision. Warren had a great point. I'm just saying, Darabont, he made some amazing Adaptations, but I got to say The Mist. I highly agree with Warren's take on it. It has one of the most classic and poignant endings of any Stephen King one, adaptation, that is. And the other thing that Laps was giving me shit for, he said that this was just Stephen King adaptations. To me, that includes television. It is one of the most classic ones, and I would go with Tim Curry.
I said movies and TV movies. That's like in the Discord.
Well,
have you seen
Discord?
I mean, I know reading is a very hard thing for a lot of people. It's very hard.
Apparently, some people can't figure out, 10 through 1.
Are hard. They're very hard. Like when it goes
I
up,
can see that.
it's apparently descension. And then when it goes down, it's ascension. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works.
Ascension Millennium?
He's gonna
Have
kill
you
me.
seen Welcome to
I'm
Fairy
so
Dreams?
dead on Tuesday, by the way. I'm so dead. He's gonna kill me. This is my only time to get
someone
back at
who's
you, Greg.
not
It
dead.
was only time to get back at you.
One of the greatest chatters of all time, Ronnie Gardocki, has come back in with another one.
Charles.
New Stephen King, Carrie and Christine. Plot: after Carrie's death, she's buried in Pet Cemetery and comes back to life and finds the car Christine. It is the mashup that we've always needed. I am fully on board with this. I can't wait.
So Carrie's a zombie, but also drives Christine? But
All
yeah.
he needs is the ass blasters from Dreamcatcher.
Shit weasels, dude. You need them. You need them in a
shit
lot
weasels.
of movies. You need ass blasters is fine too.
So
That's
there's
also
there's two of them that I don't think either of you guys have talked about yet. So I'd like to talk about my number 2. Man, it is an amazing one. So it's Creepshow from 1982. It's Stephen King's second acting gig. I was gonna put Night Riders, George Romero's Night Riders, which has a young Stephen King playing Hoagie Man, the guy eating a hoagie in the audience. But then I figured, no, Laps would never accept that. So let me go with his other iconic early performance in Creepshow. I absolutely love it, man.
How is it me not accepting stuff? Wait.
I don't know. You've been giving me shit this whole time, man. It feels like I don't feel accepted.
Well, you shouldn't feel accepted. You weren't here.
Oh, the Creepshow, man. So
Creepshow's
not only
awesome.
do you get,
Creepshow is fucking amazing.
it is amazing, and the cast is so stacked on that. Not only do you get Leslie Nielsen playing
Dude,
a villain
laughing
arc that
scene
really
is
works.
So phenomenal. It's so good.
Yeah,
It's so
I
good.
highly recommend it. It's unlike a lot of other Stephen King adaptations, and if you dig those kind of pulpy horror comics, man, Creepshow is amazing.
That's the thing too. Like you talk about with Creepshow, like you get animated stuff, you get like comic borders, you get that would never work in anything else, but it does work. And making Leslie Nielsen the villain, like that's pretty genius. That's pretty genius. I think I love Creepshow, so I can't argue with that. I love that movie.
I absolutely love that one. And then, my number 1, The Shining, man. It is the least like Stephen King's book as far as a lot of these adaptations, but my God, did Kubrick make a masterpiece. I absolutely love The Shining, and it is nothing like the book. Give me the hedge maze over topiary any day. I absolutely love it, though. Apparently, Stephen King hated it, and it convinced him to make the horrible 90s TV version of The Shining. And you can see that Kubrick really wasn't master at what he did. So, much love to The Shining. Every performance in it is amazing.
I will agree with you on the actual movie The Shining, because just like when he did Maximum Overdrive, which is on my list, by the way, when he did the mini series for The Shining, he was like, Stephen King done the right way, the same thing he did before. And it's like you watch it and you're just like, ugh, like this is not good at all. Like it's not.
Well, and then Bob mentions Dr. Sleep, and that rated very highly on his list. That bridges the gap between like kind of that Stephen King's version of it and kind of Kubrick's one, and it kind of rides that line in such an amazing way. I dig that one. It just barely didn't make it out of my list.
Well, I mean, to be honest, in all honesty, not giving you shit, I actually do like your list. Except I've never seen the Mercedes Man, so I don't know.
Mr. Mercedes,
or
dude,
Mr.
it's
Mercedes.
awesome.
I've never seen it, so I don't know about it.
So it stars Charles's favorite actor. You might remember him from In Bruges. He plays this detective who is tasked with solving this one crime that has always eluded him. There's a bunch of people lining up for a job fair, and a Mercedes plows down an entire bunch of people, like a line of people, and it just kind of goes from there. It's really interesting
the movie.
Jesus
kind
Christ.
of, but it took place before that, if I remember right. And man, it's interesting, but it gets to a weird supernatural place, as a lot of Stephen King ones do. I thought we could do TV adaptations, but again, apparently some of us have trouble reading. But I thought that was really amazing. The adaptation of that. It's close to the book.
You can put whatever you want on your list. I've said that a bazillion times. I've said it a million times. You guys put whatever you want on there.
Do what you want. We're gonna mock you for whatever you do, though. Just remember that.
I get mocked all the time. I get mocked every show. Every show. So you can take a little mocking.
I highly recommend checking that one out.
Especially when you say, I really wanted to scoff at your choices and explain mine.
Hey, you're leaking DMs there. Those were private messages, sir.
I honestly thought the list went the opposite direction. I thought the Mist was your second one. I had no idea.
See? I wasn't the only one
I hear
there, buddy.
I literally copied and pasted this where I literally wrote out 10 dot and then the next one 9 dot. And for some reason, Discord decided to change those because, convenience.
No,
So
it does. It's like the same thing. You use Excel a lot. It's the same thing whenever you don't properly paste the actual, when you paste the information and not the second paste where it's like the hard information, it'll number it for you, but it's backwards for some reason, and I don't know why it does it. I do know what you're talking about, and it did happen.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give you shit.
Well, I apologize. I didn't double check that.
You give me shit.
I assumed I wrote it correctly. It's great, but it was not great. But I really respect your choice, Warren. What can I say? I like me some Darabont adapting Stephen King, but The Mist is just peak for me.
All right, so Charles, your number one, sir.
1980s The Shining. Yet another film that Stephen King, an adaptation that Stephen King is not a fan of, but it's incredible cinema. So I'm all about it. It's scary. It's haunting. It's gnarly. It's everything that's been talked about earlier. I've lost track with all the bickering, but The Shining at number one.
Wait, hold on. Troy McClure. I imagine Gray is that dude who's down for Monopoly, but introduces all these fake rules because that's how he played it.
I have no fake rules for others, but I'm just saying, Laps, you did not pass go. You cannot collect $200.
I never have passed go. That's how my life is. That's just how it is, dude. I'm stuck over there. All right.
Free parking.
Bob, your number one, sir?
Mine's also The Shawshank Redemption. I think this is a fantastic film. The acting is incredible. We didn't mention him earlier, but Clancy Brown is really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The scene where he beats the hell out of Fat Ass is just crazy. And then I thought it was even crazier at the end of the film when the credits roll, you find out that that character's name is Fat Ass. They don't actually have a name for him. It's such a dang good movie. The scene on the rooftop where he gets him the beers and whatnot, and again, Clancy Brown is really close to throwing him off the roof at that point. But you see him, get some favors out of that, and or because he does them favors, he gets like special treatment out of that, and so. Overall, I just think it's just an awesome movie. The ending is really good. Morgan Freeman narrating through the whole film is just awesome. We already talked about it earlier, the scene where Brooks dies, and then he says, when they give you life, that's what they do.
One of my favorite scenes in the whole movie is when he finally gets paroled. Morgan Freeman's character, Red, and because before, every time he was going before the parole board, oh yes, I'm rehabilitated. No more crime for me. This is gonna be great. And then when he finally gets to the end, he's like, "What does that even mean? Just stamp the thing and just let me go on my way." But I just thought it was an amazing sequence. So the whole movie is just awesome. So that's my number one.
Yeah. So just for Gray, so he knows, I know he came in about a little bit like 3/4 of the way. This was my top 10. It's in descending, or 10 Langoliers, because Bronson Pinchot is just ridiculously hilarious to me in that movie.
But the CGI is so bad with those.
Yeah.
Enough.
My first 5 movies are all horrible movies. They are not good. They are not good in any way. I like Stephen King. Terrible shit. Terrible, awful stuff is hilarious to me. Children of the Corn. Isaac is fucking phenomenal. Maximum Overdrive is next. Sleepwalkers. It's the funniest.
Oh,
I think
it's great, dude. Somebody gets killed with a cob of corn.
Yes.
He gets stabbed with it.
It's
also boiling on the stove, but he gets stabbed to death with corn.
Yeah.
How?
And then there's also, it's my favorite picture. I like rocks too. Like, fuck, what? And then I get into the regular movies: Pet Sematary, The Mist, Green Mile, Stand By Me, Misery, then Shawshank. That was my top 10. So, you can make fun of me all you want.
I mean,
it's gonna happen anyway.
Okay.
And plus, like, I'll be straight honest. There's so many of his movies that I haven't even seen. Like, stuff like, I was super surprised. I knew there was a lot of things that I just didn't know were Stephen King. But when I went through the list of stuff, I was like, Jesus, like, good Lord, dude. This dude writes at a pace that is unbelievably ridiculous.
He's really friendly to filmmakers too, because in film school, there's a lot of his works that he has a $1 license on. So if you want to, not his bigger stuff, but he's got a ton of works that all he asks is you license for $1.
Yeah, he's got like hundreds and hundreds of short stories too, right?
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's really fair, friendly to filmmakers and people who would like to do something with his works.
That's pretty cool.
Sadly,
that's actually pretty awesome.
But sadly, some of his best work has had some of the worst adaptations. Just The Dark Tower. Man, that series deserves so much better than that movie.
The other thing is, like, why do his short stories seem to adapt well to really nice long films? So strange.
Weird, right?
Dude, Gerald's Game really works.
You have a
Ronnie Gardaki, $2. Thank you. Could John Coffey heal Pet Sematary Zelda? That's
a good question.
Her spine.
A good question. Yeah.
I tried to make it go away.
I don't think he could take away the emotional wounds, though.
You have to say boss after everything.
Sorry, right.
I don't know, boss.
I would assume so, because she had scoliosis or whatever. What did she have, like, prior to dying?
Rickets.
Jesus.
I mean,
Scurvy.
Not a great quality of life. I'm just saying, the emotional damage. He can't heal that.
Well,
no, we did.
The reason she was
a
cranky mess was because she was in bed with her fucked up spine.
Yeah.
So
she wasn't cranky. She wanted to hug.
Rachel.
Come on, man. Just Zelda needs a hug.
She did like the super macho man move from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
So didn't she? Her face looked like a battered purse.
That was a man that played Zelda in that movie.
So I'm sorry, Troy McClure, who I remember from such comments like saying that I would cheat at Monopoly, he's saying that I need to defend Cat's Eye being number 5. Man, if you watch James Wood in Smoking Ink, that thing is, or Quitters Ink, the smoking one. It is an amazing short story that gets adapted, but oh my God, I love that so much. And then the practical effects that they use for the Drew Barrymore wraparound story, the titular Cat's Eye, if you will. Oh man, give it a try. As far as 80s anthologies go,
literal troll that sucks breath out of Cat's mouth, or sucks a breath out of Drew Barrymore's.
Come on, it frames the cat. How dare you, sir?
His little bells on his
but yeah,
hat.
Quitters Inc., The Ledge. I'm blanking on what the third story is. It's a great anthology series. Give it a chance. But seriously, that Quitters Inc. one, man, that sticks with you. James Wood's best work.
We also have another comment from Survive on Pizza Rolls. It says, I'm looking at the polls and I'm shocked because Shawshank Redemption exists.
Yeah, so my poll question was, what genre is the best Stephen King film in? And 76% said horror. 24% said drama. Nobody said comedy.
I have a few made-for-TV movies that will defend the comedy genre. We have to think about the little girl.
Well, the best film by Stephen King.
Okay.
You're going to die on this hill, aren't you, Lapsed?
I'm dying on it. I don't care. Balky Bartakamos is from Meepos, and Meepos don't fuck around. It's me or get out of posts. So, like, he's all about himself. He has a meeting at 9:00 in Boston. That's what's important. Not the people that disappeared from meatballs eating them. Nobody cares about that. Balky.
Yeah, Stephen King adaptations were Adam Sandler Netflix movies before Adam Sandler Netflix movies.
You're so right. You're so
that's
right.
Perfect.
Remember like when Rose Red was like this big fucking thing, and then people watching like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah, because it worked on television. There was a couple of night affair, and then they just kept doing it.
Yep.
The Stand, Dark Tower.
Oh God, The Stand.
Just a bunch of multiple. What was it? Monday night 2-parter thing where they would do it on like CBS or some shit, and it was just not very good. Any of it.
No, and what The Stand was like 4, wasn't it? Wasn't it like a 4-night thing? It was like 2 hours a night or some shit. Oh my God, that was crazy.
The trailers were enticing, but that's 2 minutes worth.
Yeah. Well,
4
I mean,
hours.
if you lived in a mystical house in the middle of corn, like, you might be God. You never know. But do you bake a good pie? That's the real question.
Yeah.
It's not answered.
Isaac.
The Dark Half.
Isaac is fantastic.
Night Flyer. Jesus Christ.
What about Graveyard Shift? Desperation, Needful Things?
Needful Things
there's
is
some great
right.
ones. Dolores Claiborne. Come on. Annie
That's
Wilkes.
miserable,
Now
that
you get to
movie.
see her again. Yeah, but now she gets to talk about the Grand High Poobah of Upper Butt Crack. It's great.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. That's great. Well, hey, this was a lot of fun. Man.
Thinner. The juice main. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thinner is great.
Eat the pie. White man from town.
Dude.
That pie, man. The suspicious pie.
Dude. When he's all huge and then he gets his wife to eat the fucking thing. He's like, all right, I'm out of here. It's one of my. He literally almost says it too. He's just like, all right, I'm done. Like, fuck, man.
Kari Burer in that movie. Wow.
Yes.
Is it? Can you say gypsy anymore? Because aren't they gypsies in that movie?
Romani traveling people.
Ronnie Gardaki says, I'm surprised nobody likes Cody Leach's favorite franchise, Children of the Corn. Children of the Corn was on my list.
No, none of the lists that count though.
Is hilarious. I mean, that's very true. That's very true. I definitely fucked up the assignment. I should have did 10 through 19. And then
we would have preferred
it
it.
seriously. Yes. Oh man, that's fantastic. But what do you guys got coming up this week, Gray? What do you got coming up, sir?
Talking with you guys. TGIT probably, and then last panel on Friday. So come back, ring the bells, enjoy. Good times. But you know what else I got? I'm watching both Warren's channel and Bob's channel because, not only is it time for a draw stream, but then it's Dad's turn to talk. So you got to ring the bell, subscribe to all.
Yeah, you definitely
Thanks
got to
for
check
that.
out both of those channels. Warren does a lot of really cool draw streams where he does like mashup characters, and he's got a draw stream with another artist that's always good, and they banter a lot about cool stuff. And then I come in there and then ruin the conversation with asking questions about 1980s Batman. So there's that. So you can always come hang out there, which is always great because Warren puts out great content. And Bob, what I like about Bob's reviews on movies is he seems genuine. Like he doesn't like bullshit you with like trends or anything like that, which I like. Every movie that he said that he thought that I would like that I've watched, I have liked. So I appreciate that. So yeah, check out Bob's channel. Was It Good? And Lunchbox Comics. Check those channels out. But Warren, what do you
Thanks
got
for that.
coming up? I know you got a bunch of stuff coming up.
It's
Oh,
a shame
it's
Warren and
true.
Bob can't speak for each other. They're just
Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be doing more live draws. I've started my next book, How the Squirrels Saved My Town, about a group of squirrels in my local city park who fight off an alien invasion to save the town.
Okay.
And
tell them how you came up with the idea. Tell them like what you told me about working at the gas station and watching the squirrels.
oh,
I remember you told me a story about like I remember I asked you like where did you come up with this, and your town likes squirrels or some shit.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So my town has this obsession with squirrels. Like we have squirrel bridges. We have a giant 10-foot tall statue of a squirrel in front of our local library. We have a festival called Squirrel Fest. So I have a lot of friends from the East Coast who are in comic books, and I would tell them about this stuff, and they were just like, "What's why?" And I'm just like, I made up all sorts of shit. I told them, yeah, we worship. There's a whole cult that worships squirrels and stuff along those lines. So we were going to have a space alien convention here, one of those kind of those alien file type ones, Area 51 shit. And I got a table for that. And then I also wanted to go to Squirrel Fest to get a table there. So I was like, okay, how can I combine these two and make a whole series out, or make a comic book out of it? So I knocked out a 17-page comic book, this one shot about these squirrels fighting off these insectoid aliens. And I used a bunch of spots around town and stuff along those lines. And people just went nuts over it. So I decided to expand it to a full thing and added huge amounts of characters, and I've designed outfits for the squirrels, and they're flying ducks and like Air Force type kind of stuff, and it just blew up there. But we have this really crazy fascination. It's like our town's mascot, and everyone loves them except for some really old men who hate the squirrels that mess up their garbage cans or some shit like that. I've had a couple old men be like, I hate fucking squirrels. I don't want to read this book. But we have this.
And it's on the one shot it's up on what's the comics?
Oh, it's on Global Comics. Free to read.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to my page, you can find all my links on there. And also on all my draw streams, I have a link to my Global Comics page. And you could read that. And then if you want to actually watch the process, I'll be streaming Saturday and Sunday, probably Tuesday and Wednesday, doing live streams. I'm already on page number 8. So I'm going to be knocking out more pages. And then on Monday with Melvin Cruz, who's another comic creator, we do the Art Brothers Art Show, where we essentially take a theme and draw it. Last Monday was Kaiju. So I drew a big picture of Godzilla fighting Jet Jaguar. And then on this Monday, we'll be doing Battle Angel Alita. So we'll be drawing some artwork for that. And it's just every week we come up with a different theme, different character. We did do a mashup of Calvin and Hobbes. I did Calvin and Hobbes and Dragon Ball Z, and he did Calvin and Hobbes and Invincible. And it's just a lot of fun. We talk a lot about comics and movies and stuff along those lines, and stuff about being in the industry and being creatives, and just not having a life as an artist and all the stuff that we put into it. So yeah, if you follow me, there's a lot of stuff like that, and I usually drop videos about New Comic Book Wednesday. I just did a recap of a show that I was on. Just a lot of stuff coming on my channel. So any likes and subscribes, I deeply appreciate. I'm up to 177 followers now, so it's been building pretty nicely.
Yeah, and that was like up to like 3 months ago. You were at like nothing, so you're doing very well.
Yeah,
doing very good. So, hey, Will.
Hi.
What do you got going on?
I've been fascinated with the response to 2026's Michael. I might be going further into that and on a stream soon, because it's fascinating to me that people either love it or hate it.
That's all I've seen. That is literally all I've seen is the love hate. I haven't seen anybody be like, yeah, it's okay.
I thought it was man. What can I say?
Well, you're the person I'd like to hear from, because I don't know, the discussion around that film has been fascinating. And
well, what do you think? Were you Michael? Would you go tee-hee or Shimon?
Is Shimon, if moan is as in like ugh, that type of moan?
Or would you go?
Yeah. None of like it. The dancing's incredible. The music's incredible, obviously. But as far as
didn't you like when he stopped the gang war through the art of dance?
That really happened.
Yeah, it really did. Thank God that news article was
exactly
on TV.
like that too.
And he solved it. No more Bloods and Crips after that too. So
no, they do not populate like most of Southern California at all. They're gone. They're gone. You see?
Yeah. So interesting. I'd like to dive into that a bit further.
Nice. Bob, what do you got coming on your channel, man?
Let's see. I actually just did a review of Michael. I actually loved the film, and then we talked about it on Dad's Turn to Talk last week. For those that don't know, we do stream every Tuesday with Dad's Turn to Talk. It's with a couple of my friends, and we talk entertainment news. We do some fun things, but we always have like a movie of the week type of thing. It's not necessarily going to be something that's in theaters. Usually we try to pick something that you can find on streaming. Like this week, we're going to be doing Blazing Saddles. And it should be a lot of fun going back and watching that. So we're really looking forward to that one. And then the following week, we actually will do something from the theaters, in which we'll be reviewing Mortal Kombat 2. But this week we got Blazing Saddles coming up, so it should be fun.
I might have to join you for that, because I am going to see Mortal Kombat 2. I may have to.
It's gonna be positive buzz around that one. A lot of positive buzz around that one.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is that it was the film we should have got with the first one. But again, that's just what I'm hearing. I want to see it for myself, but hopefully that is the case.
Yep. Well, I have 2 videos that I am trying to. I have one that's done, and then one that I'm finishing. But I'm honestly, like, by the time I get done with work, I just sit down and play some video games because I'm trying to decompress. But a lot. The Friday and Tuesday show will remain, like I've said, but there will be changes in my schedule, and I will try my hardest to keep going. There may be a few Fridays that we can't do certain things, just because May 11th through August 1st is literally like I'm working 7 days a week, and it sucks. I'm hoping that it's not nearly as bad as it usually is, but I just don't know until the work starts coming in. So, but I'll put this up on Laps Comic Fan, and then me and Warren are gonna get back to reviewing comics, and when we do, we'll have a set schedule for that, and those are a lot of fun because we actually like comics. So we're not gonna sit there and just like shit all over everything, because it's not. I just don't want to do that. I'd actually like to enjoy talking about things with people as opposed to just hate watching. But yeah, that's it. And I appreciate everybody for being here tonight. And as always, check everybody's streams and channels out, like and subscribe, and have a great weekend.